Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Thursday, June 22nd, if you're watching in real time, or for whenever you stumble upon it. We are now in summer, finally, summer solstice for the Northern Hemisphere. I believe it is winter now for the Southern Hemisphere, so enjoy your cool weather. It's such a bizarre thought in my head to think somebody is actually cool right now because it's so hot in Houston. Anyway, so back to the daily dust. I call it daily dust because my channel is kind of a Peter Pan fairy type theme, and my motto is faith, trust, and pixie dust. Faith being having faith, believing in something that you can't see. Trust, letting go and letting the universe take over. And pixie dust is the magic that comes through when you let go and follow the steps towards manifestation. You can manifest your dreams. So if you believe in fairies, magical things can happen. Anyway, so sprinkling a little pixie dust on your reading, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the World. So the Ace of Pentacles moving into the Two of Pentacles feels like something is multiplying. She's got her head down and she is working on a project, it looks like. For some of you, it could be actually like jewelry making or something of that nature. It could be, you could be counting your pentacles. You could be assessing things. You might have a charm collection. You may have some kind of collection of something. Something that you're doing, though, sparks an idea for creating abundance, creating wealth. So it could be a hobby that you turn into a business. This could be an entrepreneur energy. So if you have a day job, you may decide to have a hobby, or the hobby that you have when you get home from work turns into a little side job that you actually find much more fulfilling than your day job. For some of you may already be doing 24/7. Your hobby is your job, which is wonderful. But I do see for some of you who are just starting out, the ace being representing beginnings and newness and starting, and the apex of something, the beginning. Well, apex is kind of the height of something, which is brings us to the world. But it's like the starting line, you know, it's the initial climb, right? But the Two of Pentacles is a good sign because it's saying that you're able to juggle everything and feel rewarded and you're happy. It's kind of cool because the two makes me think that some of you are actually juggling two things, like two jobs, or this can represent being like a mom, you know, and also, you know, that song, I can bring home a bacon, fry it up in a pan. You know, I don't know why that's hitting me, but I remember as a kid seeing that commercial, Enjoli, some kind of perfume, and also Virginia Slims, and those kind of commercials was all about this woman power. Like, we can do anything. Like, we can go to work and take care of our kids, you know. So when I see the Two of Pentacles, I see that type of energy. The person that can have it all, like she can, or he can, you know, bake his cake and eat it too. You know, it's just having the best of both worlds, like being able to do you know, all the things that you want to do and not having to make a choice or a sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice your job just to stay with your kids, or you don't have to sacrifice spending time with your kids to put more time into your job if you have kids, you know. Or it could be a combination of other two things, like you don't have to sacrifice your day job for your hobby, or the other way around. It's finding time to do multiple things. So this is multitasking, and I feel like a lot of people just naturally multitask, but there's just some people who enjoy it and do it better than others. And it definitely sounds like you're one of those people. You could be a jack of all trades, somebody who is really good at many things and derives pleasure and excitement from doing lots of things. And that's really good too. I've listened to and learned about different philosophies when it comes to that. Like, there's supposed to be this one thing that you're good at and you've put all your focus into it. But I think that there's so many people out there that have multiple interests. And as long as you do the things that you want to do with a lot of passion and gusto, I think it's wonderful. So Pentacles, though, has to do with earth and practicality. So there's going to be, like, you don't need to worry about not having money if you take on this endeavor. This is going to be something lucrative, something that makes you money, something that gives you stability, something that you like to do. In the World card, this is strike a pose. This is major arcana coming through, which represents, like, this is your hard work. And now you're co-creating with Spirit, and Spirit is kind of got your back. Spirit's like, we're going to bring this project to completion, and we're going to make all your dreams come true, and you're going to find fulfillment and contentment and satisfaction, and you're going to feel full circle, and you're going to feel on top of the world. You're going to feel noticed and recognized and loved, and people are going to take notice of what you do. And even if people don't, it doesn't matter. You're going to like what you do. This is the apex. This is reaching the top once you put in the work behind it. Also, we have the 4 fixed signs of the world. So there's a lot of focused energy here. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. And so this is really getting you to, and the world is 21, interesting, and the day that I'm filming this is 21, but then lightly, for some reason, it's kind of scratched out, but 22 is here. It's almost like you're building to the next day, and this energy kind of is like continuing you and propelling you forward. And also numbers like twos, the twos and the ones are important. 12s and 111 and 222 and 2112 or 1212. So combinations of ones and twos are important signs, I think, for you. So I feel like ultimately to reach the top, you have to have a lot of fixed determination. So if you're not a fixed sign, it's important to kind of behave like one. Try it out. The earth fixed sign here is Taurus. So I'm thinking, if you're a Taurus, you're definitely one that this will definitely be fulfilled because of the Pentacles. Taurus is going to fulfill this destiny 100%. The only problem with Taurus sometimes is maybe, I wouldn't say laziness, but that's the first word that comes to mind, is sometimes a lack of action, or the movement is slow and not as purposeful. But that could only be perceived, and I don't necessarily see it as a problem. Now, if any other sign, all fixed signs and all signs, period, are going to benefit this day. But I feel like Taurus definitely one of the strongest ones. But yeah, anybody that has any little side projects that they like to do. Also, this is a daily reading, so it's mundane, and mundane means that it's just the little things of life. It's like being a Virgo. It's like the little things that you do, your daily ins and outs, your chores, and this and that. So as far as the daily do's, the ins and outs of your day, it's going to be a very pleasant day. You're going to get a lot done, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to feel complete. You're going to feel accomplished. And if you do notice yourself finishing projects and taking care of things, give yourself a little party, and pat yourself on the back, reward yourself somehow, soak your feet, or get a manicure or something like that. You know, give yourself a little treat for the hard work that you put in, because you deserve it. Dress up and go out, maybe, you know. The world is your oyster, and they're ready to see you. Maybe, you know, this also feels very Cinderella to me, like working very hard to make this really pretty dress, and then you go out in this beautiful gown. Or, you know, having a day where this could also be like, you know, getting the mani-pedi at the same time, you know, somebody working on your hands and your feet at the same time, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it's so many different things for so many different people out there, but generally speaking, right, a new thing, multiplying it and or dividing it. I mean, you know, taking on multiple things and coming out a winner, basically. So I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.